Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, hi, my name is Katie Wismer. I'm an author and an editor. I have 7 books out currently. Book number 8 is Bloodless Ties, coming out November 15th. It's the 3rd book in my Marionette series. We're gonna do a vlog today. We're just gonna hang out. I don't know what's going on with my voice. I really need to get some good work done today. I am behind on everything. The mental health has just not been mental healthing lately, which means I fell behind on several things. And I have this like line that I hit between I'm really good at being busy and juggling a lot of things, and I'm like this get shit done attitude, like okay, let's make this happen. But once I hit that line of getting a little too overwhelmed by how much I have to do, that whole like girl boss, let's get it all done attitude, she's nowhere to be found, and I just shut down instead and do nothing and make it worse. So basically I'm starting this vlog as a way to keep myself accountable, trying to come back from that. So I'm gonna just try and get a lot of work done today. It's already really late in the day. It's already past 1:30, but that's the plan. If you want to come along with me, we're gonna be productive, we're gonna get some stuff done. I'm really gonna focus on a client project at first, and then we'll go from there. I don't even want to list out all the things I have to do because then I'm gonna get overwhelmed and we're not gonna do any of them. I am just really trying to put some like good energy out into the universe today and just like hope for some good vibes, because I feel like I've just had the past couple of days of like one thing goes wrong and then I get like feeling bad about it, and then another goes wrong and another, and it just like piles up, and I just like literally one day was so bad, so many things happened back to back that I literally was like, okay, I give up, and I went back to bed and I didn't get out of bed for the rest of the day because I was like, I can't, today is not working. So we're hoping to not have that kind of day today. I'm gonna start by trying to work at my desk, but honestly I've been having trouble focusing over here, so we might move. Working outside has actually been the best for me, sitting on my balcony, so we'll see. We're gonna start with a manuscript evaluation. I'm being very patient. It's much later. Did get some more done. I got a good amount of client work done, which was like my main goal for today. Some TikToks made. I don't know why I thought trying to feed the cats and like update you at the same time was a good plan. Bon appetit. Surprised I can still carry plates like this. IHOP skills coming in clutch. It's now 7:30. I was just sitting outside and reading while I was watching the sunset, and I've moved over to working on Bloodless Ties. So I'm not as far as I wanted to be, but we've made some progress. I was working on chapter 32, and this chapter is so long. It took me so long, but we finished that, and then I did chapter 27, and I accidentally filled in chapter 17 instead of chapter 27, so now we're gonna do chapter 17. So we're getting there. I haven't even been line editing for that long. Like I clearly have a lot of the manuscript to go, and still line editing, like I get so sick of my writing so fast, just because I've already read these chapters so many times that my brain starts to like turn to mush by the end of this, because a lot of the times I'm like searching and replacing for a word, so I'm reading the same word like 500 times. So by the end of this draft, I know I'm gonna feel like I don't even know how to string a sentence together anymore. Like I literally have forgotten how language works. I have forgotten how to write. This always just like absolutely zaps my brain, so that's fun. At least the client work I'm working on right now is a manuscript evaluation, because trying to do a copy edit right now would be interesting, although I was supposed to start a copy edit this week, but thank you so much if you're watching this, Tiffany, who she needed a little extra time on her book. I needed a little extra time before she gave me her book, so we're starting next week instead, which worked out very well for both of us. With all that said, it's like 7:30. I want to start, at least I might not finish, I don't know how long chapter 17 is, get started on that, do some yoga, do some meditating. That's the plan for the rest of tonight.
Well, miss, I guess I'll be on my way now.
Good morning. Happy Wednesday. All of my decisions this morning have led to me being cold. I wanted an acai bowl for breakfast. It's like my favorite food ever, and that's what sounded good. So I made one, and then the sun was rising. I was like, well, that's really pretty. I want to sit outside while I eat. So I do that, and it's a little chilly this morning, and I'm eating something frozen, and I just sit out there without like a blanket or anything. So I get cold sitting out there. Then I come in here, I'm like, I'm gonna get some ice water because I like my water cold, and I'm gonna make some iced coffee because I like my coffee cold. I'm gonna put some ice on my face because cold exposure helps me in the morning, and so certainly cold. But I gotta tell you, morning routines make all the difference in how my day turns out. I've really found, and I'm not the best about it, doing it all the time, but I'm trying to get better, of like coming up with a routine and sticking to it. I read somewhere that your subconscious mind is like the most basically like susceptible to information when you first wake up. So whatever information, whatever you're taking in like when you first wake up is what like really sticks with you. And so waking up and going on my phone and scrolling social media first thing in the morning probably isn't the best thing. So I've gotten really good lately about, I don't even charge my phone in the same room anymore. I leave my phone out of my room. I try not to look at it when I get up. I try to go like a couple of hours first thing in the morning without looking at it. Maxine's playing with her toy down here. So instead I listen to some positive affirmations in the morning while I get ready. I do a little meditation, and then I listened to a podcast while I was eating my breakfast. Watch the sunrise. I'll listen to like some frequency music or like meditation music in the morning, and basically just like try to just have the morning to myself before incorporating the rest of the world via the internet. Would recommend. Anyway, we are up bright and early today. I'm sorry that I'm doing this while I'm talking. This is probably annoying. I didn't really think about it. We're gonna get straight to work. I actually think I'm gonna start on bloodless ties this morning instead of client work. That's just the vibe today. And today is Wednesday. Wednesday is movie night. So I'll be FaceTiming Paige, and we're gonna watch the next episode of Tell Me Lies because that's our recent show of choice. So I want to get everything done before it's time to do that. I'm gonna be a little bit like cheesy and potentially cringy if you're not into this kind of stuff, but can we just chat about this little like message from the universe today? If you're not into this stuff, tune out. If you are, so let's get back from my walk. We're on the floor because I'm gonna stretch a little bit. I walk everywhere. Oh my god. I always see like 1111 or 111, and my average beats per minute for my walk was 111. That's funny. So I walk everywhere when I'm downtown, and I go for walks all the time, so I've gotten really familiar with my area, right? I know what all of the streets are around me, so when I go for my walks I kind of just wander and look at the shops around me and just kind of explore and wander whichever way I decide to in the moment, knowing I can find my way back. I recognize all of the streets and whatever. I'm going for a walk, and I just kind of head in the general direction that I do, not really paying attention, listening to my music, looking around, and then suddenly I look up and I'm like, I don't recognize that street name. Like, what? This has never happened before. I'm like, oh, I must have like walked further than I usually do, because there's a bar studio over there that I walk to all the time, because I go to that studio for class at least once every week, if not more than that. So I'm really familiar with that walk and all of the streets in between here and there. So I was like, I must have just like walked further than the studio and not been paying attention to it. So like, okay, I'll like walk another block, and then I turn. And literally this morning I was thinking to myself, like, I really want to like get out in nature today. Not just like outside in the city, but like I want to like drive a little bit and go for a hike or something. Like I really just wanted to like be around trees and stuff. So I'm walking, I realize I'm in like, I went further than I realized. I don't know where I am exactly. I turn, I come up to this park I've never been to before. And it's like really cute and nice, and I probably looked like an idiot, like grinning ear to ear, because I was like, this is exactly what I wanted this morning. And a lot of the parks in the city aren't the best. They're where a lot of the homeless are, and they just have clearly deteriorated in the past couple of years. So this is like the nicest one that I've seen down here so far. And it was like really, really cute, to the point where I was like, oh my god, tomorrow morning I'm gonna go get a coffee, I'm gonna take a book, and I'm gonna go sit there tomorrow while I have my coffee and read in this new park I found. Like, this is so exciting, I love it. So then obviously I'm in a place that I'm not usually, so I walk home in a way that I don't usually. And another like 2 blocks and I come to another park I've never been to. It has all of these cute water features. It's really, really cute. I'm walking through it. I'm enjoying myself. I'm basically like skipping along on my walk like, oh my god, look at all these things that I've found today. And then I look up and it's the bar studio that I go to like several times a week. These other parks that I have never seen that are so cute, that I love so much now, if I had just gone 1 more block, if I had just looked across the street, I had just like never paid enough attention to notice that these were right here. So anyway, I feel like this was the universe like screaming at me. Like, sometimes when you want something or you have this like goal or you're trying to achieve something, you might start getting frustrated that it's not here. You might feel like it's so far off, and the universe is screaming at you like, it's 1 block over. It is right there. Like, if you would just look up, if you would just pay attention, if you would just hold out for a little while longer, it's not that far away. It's literally across the street and you just can't see it yet. So I don't know if that makes sense to anyone else. That's just like what was like screaming in my head as I was walking home. Like, that was right freaking across the street, and you have lived here for how many months and you just never noticed? Like, I didn't intend to walk any of these places today. I just like wasn't paying attention and my feet just kind of like guided me there. And then I felt kind of silly. I was like, I've lived here how many months and I could have been coming here like every day. Like, this is so nice. This is so cute. And I just never realized. So I don't know, take that however you will. Whatever your thing is, whatever it may be that you're working towards or you're wanting, it could be, you know, quote unquote, just a block away and you don't realize it. So with that said, we got a nice walk in. I finished the chapter of Bloodless Ties that I was in the middle of last night, so we're gonna pick a new one to start and get started on client work, all the usual stuff. Yeah. Just a reminder, if you wanted to order a signed book this go around, the link is in the description. It closes on September 30th, so that's the last day that you can order. That includes pre-orders for signed Bloodless Ties paperbacks and hardcovers, and then all of the other books as well. So if you wanted to grab a signed copy, it's open now, closes in like a week. So. No.